All right, where's my special guest, Andrew Callaghan?
I'm officially
Hey,
Dennis.
there he is.
There he is.
Here I am.
You're alive. You're not full of mud. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone in Seattle.
Oh my God!
bro.
Good work.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what? Didn't they change the name?
Oh yeah, it's Capitol Hill Occupied. I think it's CHOP now.
CHOP.
I still think jazz sounds cooler.
Jesus Christ.
Phonically.
Cap one. That was loud.
Did you get
Capitol
that
Hill
blast too?
Occupied protest.
Did you get that
Yeah, I got
blast
the
from
blast.
Vic? All right. Well, you're our eyes on the prize, eyes on the scene, our man on the scene. What's the vibe? What's the vibe there? Is it as bad as Tucker Carlson says it is?
That's sort of the joke I'm trying to make. No, it is not as bad. But it's kind of more like a party than it is like a protest.
Yeah.
So I'm not, it's definitely something interesting going on there. It's fun. Like I saw everyone I've ever known in Seattle in like a 1 day period. It's pretty much like the whole city's out in the park.
Where is it in the relation to the city?
So Alex Jones said it's in downtown Seattle, which
It's in downtown Seattle now. If you go down downtown Seattle, if you go to the Pike Street Market.
Sorry. You just said like the magic word that causes full explosion
on the cob.
All right,
So Capitol Hill is at like it's the top of the hill above downtown. So
Okay.
It's like my home neighborhood. It's like the hipster sort of like really recently gentrified Amazon employee neighborhood now.
right. And is it this?
Yeah.
Is it like? It's not. Is it City Hall?
City Hall is in like the random ass part of town, like by
Right.
the public library downtown. This Capitol Hill is like the coolest, trendiest neighborhood in Seattle.
And they just took it over.
Kind of like they took over like 4 square blocks of it. So like
So it's not a
the
big
biggest
deal.
park is called it's called Cal Anderson Park. It's like the biggest park in the city. It's like the Dolores in San Francisco. It's like same idea. They took it over, and then the couple blocks adjacent, including the police precinct. That's the craziest part. The biggest cop shop in the city.
Yeah.
So the precinct, like when things were really getting kind of crazy with the first few days of the protest and there was some looting and stuff, the cops just said, "We're out of here."
Yeah,
Good luck
and
to
they won't
you.
even say who made the call. They're just like the mayor's like, it wasn't me. The chief of police was like, it wasn't me either. But somebody was
I'm
like,
going
"Get the
home.
fuck out of here."
I'm going home. This is too much. They didn't give me my Egg McMuffin.
But
So-
they've been feeding a lot of the houseless folks, right? They've been kind of taking care of them, right?
Yeah, I mean everything's free over there. Everything except alcohol is free.
That's there's a premium on that. So
Yeah.
Andrew, I saw you've been all over the place. You have not stopped. This has not slowed you down. This
No, definitely not. It's
no
made it
breaks,
better for me
Tim.
because there's less people out here.
yeah, so you've been going out pretty much. So you first started going out talking to all the people that were protesting the masks.
Yeah.
Those are amazing. But what was this thing you were doing the other day where that Joker gang in Florida? That is a strange little subculture of our country here. What is going on down there?
It's like, I don't know. It's just Florida. It's weird, man. Well, Miami's one thing. This is like Central Florida influencer like culture, like people trying to go viral by like making funny faces and getting body modifications,
Right.
And like yelling at the camera. We're gonna drop a video every day for the next 4 days. All Florida men. We just like met up with all these people who are like semi-viral in Florida, and they're all like, "Yep, let's do something crazy."
It's funny. Would you guys chill out when I'm talking to Andrew here? These guys are out of control. They're so hopped up on something today.
Coffee. I just burned the hell out of my mouth. By the way,
coffee
too.
is
it's very
good.
hot today.
Oh, my coffee's too hot.
Way
So
hotter
sorry.
than normal.
But
To talk to OSHA about.
there is this. So maybe you have something to say about this. But this morning. My wife was looking on Facebook and she saw this compilation of people doing this prank where they were smacking their husbands in the head with their handbag as they got in the car. Have you seen this thing? And it was like
No,
it was like it was kind of funny because he's like it was this thing where a woman would get in the car and they have the dash cam on and she would like go to put her bag in the back seat and hit her husband in the head and then come back and hit him again. And it's all about the reaction of this guy being like, "What the fuck?" Like, and some guys. But I was like, it was clearly like an internet thing that people got the message to do. and it spread and it became like a compilation thing. But there is this, and I was like, how did they know to do this? And she was like, you live in a totally different world than a lot of than these people. And so like you find these little subcultures and sub things that exist online, and you say like Central Florida influencers who do body modifications to get famous on the internet. It's just like, it's so strange, and it's so out of my world that it's fascinating to see what you do.
Yes.
Thanks, man. Yeah. It's Florida, man.
Okay.
Oh, what?
So have you felt when you were in the middle of it in Minneapolis, and now you're up there in Seattle, do you ever like feel, or even with these Joker guys, do you ever feel like scared for your safety?
No, I only really feel scared in like super like right-wing environments.
Yeah.
I mean, the protesters were awesome. Everyone I met in Minneapolis when shit was on fire was super cool.
Yeah.
It's mostly just like these, like the lockdown protests in California was kind of scary. Well,
yeah, do people get in your face? But because you're not very confrontational with anybody.
Not at all, but it's just like people like that, especially like the coronavirus conspiracy crowd, like they demand to be taken super seriously, whatever they have to say. So it's like after we made that first video in California, we tried to cover a second rally, which was that Reopen Colorado rally at Denver at the Capitol, and people were like beefing with us hard. They were like, "These guys are liberals. They don't fucking believe in the truth," and they're trying to like snatch the mic out of our hands and stuff.
Shit. Yeah, I saw that in Philly.
Shame on all of you.
This virus ain't that serious.
In Philly, those guys were going after this report. What's that, Unicorn Riot? Is that the name of the? Yeah. They're doing good work too.
Yeah, they do great work.
Yeah, they are.
They were just filming these guys protecting the Christopher Columbus thing, and these guys were hitting this guy. I mean, they were smacking him. You could see it. And then they took his bike and cut his tires. It's pretty.
Did they arrest those guys then, or did they just get away with that shit?
I don't know.
Philly's a weird one because you still have like that like Irish, Italian, urban, racist white population.
Yeah,
you don't see that. Most of those people moved to the suburbs. I thought a long time ago. But
are you? Does the work you do make you depressed or optimistic about our future? Honestly,
I don't know. Probably more so not optimistic about the future, but. Sometimes I don't know, but I don't know what the world's really like because I only seek out the craziest things. So in a sense, my finger's on the pulse, but I mean, I think most people are just living day to day pretty regularly.
Yeah, if you put your finger randomly on a population center in the United States and walked around that neighborhood and spent 3 days probably talking to people, you'd probably be bored out of your mind, right?
Exactly. I'm not trying to do that.
That's when we do your show. If hopefully we do your show, somebody does our show. We have to go out and sell it somewhere. There should always be a segment where we just create the most longest boring content where you're just talking to somebody about their Costco shopping list or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be sick. In like Salt Lake City.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, listen, thank you for calling in. Be safe. And what are you going to do today?
I'm just gonna set up my tent at the Chop, and I'm gonna live in the tent for the next few days and just interview people there.
Oh, cool. Well, if you're not following, everybody's following you because you're an internet sensation. That one has to go.
You gotta like lower the volume on it.
It's nuts.
Is that Vic Berger back there?
Yeah.
Hey, what's
you
up,
say
man?
Hey to Vic?
Hey.
Vic, I love you.
I love you too.
Doug Lusenhoff's
huge fan, man.
No, it's okay. He doesn't have to love me.
Hey, I like you. You're awesome too, Doug.
All right, buddy.
I love you guys.
Take care.
I really do.
Follow All Gas No Breaks on Instagram.
I follow you, bro.
I follow you, man.
Please
follow
you,
man.
Bro.
I will follow
if you're
you.
Watching
man.
this, please follow me. Bro.
Listen, Andrew, let me know what your follower count. Excuse me. Let me know what your follower count goes to after this appearance. I think it's gonna break some records.
You're gonna boost my engagement in a major way. Thank you.
All right, take care, buddy.
I still
All right,
love
see you guys.
you.